yesterday were both rather warm. But Kyle, give us an idea as to whether we can experience more of this, and then maybe we can do a brief hurricane update from you as well. But let's start with the 7-day outlook.
So today, heavy storms, high of 89 degrees, chance of rain 80%. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 71. Thursday, scattered storms, high of 84, chance of rain 60%. Thursday night, storms wait, low 71, chance of rain 40%. Friday, Washington tropics, scattered storms, winds southwest of 5 to 10 miles an hour, chance of rain 50%. Friday night, tropical storm force winds arriving after midnight, scattered storms to more storms overnight, low 71, chance of rain 80%. Saturday, scattered storms, very strong winds, tropical storm winds very likely in the morning to the afternoon, evening hours, chance of rain 60%. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low 57. Sunday, mostly sunny, high of 78. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low 55. Monday, partly cloudy, high of 80. Monday night, showers wait. Tuesday, scattered storms, high of 77. Chance of rain, 60%. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, low of 62. And next Wednesday, partly cloudy, have a high of 81 and low of 62.
There you have it, warm.
Very warm.
Hey, Kyle, let's talk briefly about, I know that you are always tracking tropical depressions, tropical storms coming across, and currently there's a major storm that will possibly make landfall this evening. Is that correct? Or
This evening into overnight hours.
Yeah, and that is Hurricane what?
Laura. It's in the Gulf right now.
Yeah, and it's landfall. What are they're expecting it to be a category
4 hurricane.
4. Yeah, and I heard that Lake Charles is kind of right in its path, and I know that they are doing the best they can to try to get people to evacuate.
And try to get out of that 15 to 20 foot storm surge flooding.
Unbelievable. This is similar, as I understand it, to Hurricane Rita that came right after Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. So not a good sign at this point.
Not a good sign.
So Kyle, you want to let's transition a little bit to the coronavirus, and do you have any updates in terms of numbers that you want to share?
So today, there are now over 1,089 cases in Ohio in the last 24 hours, which brings the total of 118,000 cases and over 4,000 deaths. United States nationwide, there are almost 6 million cases and almost 180,000 deaths. In global, there are now approaching 25 million cases and almost 900,000 deaths.
Wow. That number clearly keeps rising. I can give a real quick update. I just now got it that here in Athens County, we have 6 active cases. That's the same as it was yesterday at this time, with 368 recovered cases and a total of 376 cases with 2 fatalities due to COVID-19. So again, when you look at the active cases in the county right now, that number is low. The last time I calculated it which was yesterday, over the 7-day average for active cases, we were at about 9.1 was the average over the 7 days. Certainly that will change somewhat with today also being 6. I just haven't calculated that yet. So keeping our fingers crossed. As we all know, we had a large move-in weekend last weekend because while the university is not having the residence halls open for incoming freshmen and sophomores, there are some individuals who live there, but it's a small number. It's roughly 300 individuals living in the residence halls. So there wasn't a big move-in, certainly at the res halls on campus, but we did see a lot of movement over the past 2 weekends. So I'm certainly watching closely to see what our COVID-19 active cases look like as we move forward. But again, good news for today in terms of no new cases with 6 active cases. So there you have it. Actually, that's not true. We had 2 new cases today, but again, it's still 6 active cases with 368 recovered. I want to mention that this came up. We certainly had talked about it during City Council a week ago. And certainly worth mentioning again that there was a letter that went out to a number of Athens citizens, and that letter was about a security incident that occurred here in the city of Athens with the city government. And it's a legitimate letter. And so we encourage people to read that letter carefully. It does have a Portland, Oregon return address, which I think has caused a lot of people to wonder whether it is legitimate or not. So it is. If you did receive one, please review it and follow the instructions in that particular letter. There's instructions to enroll in a no-cost online credit monitoring service for a year. If you feel it's necessary to protect your information. If you did not receive one, then you didn't receive one. So just wanted to make sure that I am getting that out and reinforcing that. Things going on in the city of Athens in the world of engineering and public works. I've got the street paving schedule that I'd like to share. The schedule, I'll start with the most, the repaving that's going to happen the soonest here in the city of Athens. There's going to be a couple small repairs that take place. West Green Drive will have some paving that takes place, removal and replace some asphalt. Also at the wastewater treatment plant parking lot area, as well as the service garage repairs. So those will all be taking place September 14th. On September 15th, there will be some small mill and resurfacing on Mulligan. There will also be same thing happening on Lamar, where there will be a small milling, or actually it's asphalt replacement in some areas on Lamar. Longview Heights will have some repair work being done. That will be September 16th for Lamar, and for Mulligan, if I didn't say this, it's going to be for September 15th. Longview Heights will be September 16th. There will be milling and repaving on Applegate out in the Oakmont area. The milling will take place on September 16th, and the paving will take place on the 17th. And I believe that is for the majority of Applegate. Some other areas, Playground Road, which is off of Mill Street. That will be taking place where they're going to be doing some milling and paving. That will be on September 25th. September 21st, 23rd, 24th, 21st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th will be a lot of work going on Pomeroy Road. where they will be doing some milling and paving. There are a number of markings that I've noticed along there where they're going to get in and make some repairs, like I said. They're going to be doing a number of crack seal projects as well. 30 Curran Drive. Again, the service garage is going to have some crack seal work done. There are also going to be some work being done on September 16th on Columbia and on Joneswood, where they're going to be doing, again, crack seal, where they pretty much just kind of reinforce the asphalt as it is, not of the condition to where it needs to be milled and paved. There's going to be some hydrant testing, which is ongoing. This is something that we do all summer long and into the fall. Hydrant testing between August 25th and the 28th between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. It's going to be on Dove Drive, Warwick Lane, Carroll Road, Carroll Lane, also up on Columbus Road. So largely in the Oakmont area and then on Columbus Road. So keep that in mind, that there will be water flowing up in that area and on Columbus Road. HAPCAP, we issued a grant to the Hocking Athens Perry Community Action for rent and mortgage relief. So I want to remind everybody about that. You can certainly email or you can call HAPCAP about the application process or to obtain an application. You can reach them at 1-866-922-8858. Again, that is 1-866-992-8858. Or you can email jeremy.boggs@hapcap, that's HAPACAP.org. Again, HAPCAP.org, HAPCAP. You can also pick up the applications at their Nelsonville office, which is at 50 St. Charles Street in Nelsonville, Ohio. So this is a great program where someone can apply for a grant. It's a grant, it's not a loan, for their mortgage or their rent, up to $100,000 or 1 month's rent, whichever is less. Again, this is emergency rent and mortgage relief. And that money, again, came directly from the CARES Act funding that the City of Athens received. It is not coming from City of Athens taxpayer dollars. It is coming from the CARES Act allotment that the City of Athens received. The City of Athens will resume selling the passes for Athens Public Transit beginning September 2nd. Sales will be available on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to noon each week. When arriving at City Hall, please remember to wear a mask and bring a photo ID. Now, once inside the door, please call Utility Billing Office, which is 740-592-3347. And one of the staff will meet you at the door. And something else to make note of is that cash and check only are the only accepted payments for this. So the 60-day pass is $40 for a regular pass and $20 for elderly or people with disabilities. The 120-day pass is $80 or $40 for the elderly or people with disabilities. And there's a $15 youth, which is 11 to 17. It's an annual pass. The annual pass, rather, is $140 regular fee, and then $70 for elderly or people with disabilities. And a youth pass, again, for 11 to 17-year-olds is $40. So again, those will be available for anyone who's interested in getting the city bus passes. Scooters. Let's talk briefly about scooters. The spin scooters have been deployed again in the uptown area. And I want to bring this up because I want to share with individuals that if you identify scooters that are misparked or obstructing ADA access points on our sidewalks, I encourage you to do a number of different things. One, you can certainly contact the Code Enforcement Office, or you can also contact the SPIN 24-hour response phone number, which is 1-888-262-5189. Or, as I've been told by Code Director David Riggs, there is a SPIN app that you can download, and that app apparently has a SPIN scooter issues. And from what David is telling me, that the promptest response that they have seen from the code office, or from SPIN, is to use that app if you have an issue. I had an individual send some photos in this morning, kind of distressing to me to see. And I don't know if we can get an image of this. I'll try to show this, but there's an image of some scooters strewn along College Street. We certainly are addressing this with SPIN. And another thing that can be done is that if in the evening hours, if you see something like that, you can certainly reach out to the police department at 592-3313, and the police department will respond to those as well. But we are right off the bat starting to see some issues, and we want to address them immediately so that we get that remedied as quickly as possible. Something else I want to share with everyone, that the election is right around the corner, November 3rd. And with that, the Board of Elections will be placing a ballot collection box on Court Street. It will be in front of the county courthouse, or very close to the county courthouse, to where people can easily drop off their mail-in ballot if they so choose to. But that will be coming soon in terms of them deploying it. I was just shown what that box is going to look like earlier today, and it's a nice looking structure that, again, you'll see that on Court Street, to where people can literally drive up, drop off your ballot, and continue on your way. The last thing that I have is that the City of Athens will soon be entering into an agreement with the Hocking Athens Perry Community Action, and that is to have people be able to donate to their utility relief program that HAPCAP administers. We've had a number of citizens who have said, hey, I'd like to donate something to those in need with their utilities. So you will be hearing more about that as time rolls on, but there is an MOU that's established between, or soon to be established between, the city and HAPCAP, in which residents can, like I said, donate money. I believe donations are already being accepted at HAPCAP, but this MOU is to allow HAPCAP to send money to the City of Athens utility billing to offset people's utility bills. So that's a wonderful thing that's being done as we speak. That's pretty much all I have for today in terms of updates around the city. But hopefully you'll tune in next week for our next round of updates for things that have occurred over the future 7 days. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're maintaining your social distancing and wearing a mask, because face coverings are still required in the City of Athens by city ordinance, as well as state mandate. But hope you're staying well. Hope you're staying safe.